Hey everybody, Paul from Arrowhead here. Been getting more questions about a little more detailed video for setup on the BBO top cover for the War Bonnet Blackbird, so I figured I'd take a few minutes today and do just that, kind of give you a little bit more detailed, in-depth setup video for how this puppy sets up and how it can help to add some extra warmth in your hammock. This is a brand new BBO. We just made it this week. It's all set, ready to go out with an order. Wanted to show you that if you need it to, that's about the pack size. About the size of small grapefruit, large orange, somewhere in that kind of neighborhood. Packed down inside most cook pots if you really had to in your pack. But we'll let you add anywhere from probably 5 to 10 degrees of extra warmth trapped inside your hammock for those cold nights. I'll take and show you how it's going to set up here. It's very simple, but let's take a look real quick. Okay, so I always work to pack the BBO where the head end of the top cover goes in first, so that the foot end is always what I pull out of the stuff sack when I'm ready to set up. First off, we just take and figure out which side is the top and the bottom against the netting. And we do that just by looking at the hems. You can see here the hem for all of this is on that side. So this is the top of the cover, which would face up towards the sky. So we have two ribbon loops here on the ends that are run through the shock cord channel. We simply take those and crisscross them over the whipping bundle on the hammock. That way we're attached and secured right there at that point. We're going to do the opposite at the foot end, or head end, excuse me. Alright, now that we've got the BBO attached at both the foot and head end of the hammock, now we're going to deal with the guy out points on the hammock. And on the BBO, just pull it down. You've got on either side an open channel here for the guy lines to pass through. On this side we've got the shelf, so there's extra room on this side cut for that. We're just going to unhook from our stake, run our guy lines through that opening there, reattach to the stake, and then take that Omni tape and seal it up so that we're secured right here at the shelf point. We're going to go ahead and hop to the other side and do the same thing on the zipper side guy out line for the Blackbird here. Just as simple as that. Now we're set up, BBO's attached, we have the head ends and the guy out points attached. So now we can hop in and it'll start holding some extra warmth for us. Okay, so now we've had a chance, climbed in the hammock, kicked back, relaxing. But one thing that some folks are kind of concerned about a little bit with top covers sometimes is condensation. Condensation is one of those things that can form almost any time in a hammock if the right conditions are there. I've had condensation form on the bug net just because the dew point, the humidity, the lack of air movement all kind of conspired, and I ended up with just a little bit of condensation forming right on my bug net. Usually not too big a deal, but one thing we want to definitely take care of in the wintertime is not getting excess moisture buildup on our sleeping equipment. So there's a couple things you can do to kind of mitigate the condensation when you're working with the BBO and the Blackbird hammock. First thing certainly is real simple. Just take and open up a few inches, 5 or 8 inches right by your head with the zipper. Allow a little bit of a vent of airflow through there, and you'll help mitigate that to a good deal. Now there are times when you might want even a little bit more ventilation than that. So we'll take a look at how to actually undo the top end of the BBO and allow for a vent right above our head. Okay, I'm still in the hammock, but I'm going to go ahead and do this from here. Usually in the middle of the night, if I decide I need to open up and vent the BBO, I'm just too lazy to get my shoes on, climb out, mess around with things. So I just do it from the hammock. All I've done is unzip the hammock as far towards the head end as the zipper will go. I'm going to simply just reach up here to the top bundle, undo those loops up there, and as you can see, the BBO pulls back just to the point where it's just above the tie-outs here, and opens up some of that bug net now. Let's hop back inside. Seal those zippers back up. And as you can see from here, we've actually opened a nice vent right above our head here, allowing some fresh air to come in right where we need it. We're still going to be trapping warm air throughout most of the hammock, but right here we're going to allow a little bit of fresh air to circulate, and that amount of ventilation usually will help drastically with any sort of condensation problems. Hope that helps. Enjoy your BBO, and thanks for watching from Arrowhead. I'm Paul.